And welcome to the Part-Time Nerd Podcast with me, your host, Alan. And joining me today is Mr. RD, Mr. Rapid Dave. How are you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. I couldn't think of anything clever. And plus, it threw me off because I thought we were reviewing something else. But it's all good.
We had this discussion last night. I posted screenshots of the movie I was watching. I don't know, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Maybe listen to our conversations. I don't know.
I mean, maybe. But anyway.
I mean, if you want to. I don't
I'm
want to
just glad we're recording this. I'm just glad we're doing this one because I do like this one. I've been talking about it for a while, and it's like one of my new favorite movies from for Halloween and whatnot.
Yeah, this has been something that you've been asking me to watch for a couple weeks now. I finally sat down and watched it. It's a Hubie Halloween, not to be confused with former NBA coach Hubie Brown, which I just keep calling it that. Like I was telling Liz last night, I was like, "Hey, you want to watch Hubie Brown?" She's like, "What's that?" I was like, "Oh, it's this Adam Sandler movie." Blah blah. I was like, "Wait a minute, no, Hubie Halloween." But yeah, this came out in 2020. 5.2%. Or 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb and 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. This was not treated well in the review category. I enjoyed it, but it was a dumb movie. I mean, let's just be honest, it's dumb.
I don't appreciate that type of negativity, and let's be honest. Okay, it's a fun movie. It popped up, I think, last year. I think is when it came out because I remember watching it last year, and I was like, "Oh, let's give it a look." And then when it popped back up again this year, of course, Halloween. It's October, so we're watching a lot of Halloween stuff or anything that's that's playful, not like horror or what do they call them, bloody or gory, and things like that. And this one kind of fits. I actually really enjoy Adam Sandler. He does call back a lot of his old characters. You have Waterboy. You have
this is Waterboy too, right?
A little bit. I think a little bit. But now the water's been swapped out for a thermos. He's his Swiss Army thermos is amazing.
Yeah, but that thing is absurd. But
it's just Adam Sandler being funny. The people you have in here, the cast that he brings in, everyone from all around all his old movies. I really did. I enjoyed it. It's an easy watch. I've watched it, I don't know, 20 times already this month, maybe.
That's absurd.
Just turn it on and it's on. It's not like I'm sitting down. That's something I think that I need to start explaining is when I say I'm watching a movie or whatever, I'm generally doing something else or working and it's on. So then I'm listening to it. I'm facing both televisions. I can see what's going on. But yeah, I mean, all in all, I thought it was funny. There's twisted turns, along the way. And I love how he's just full on for Halloween. He's got his little monitor. He goes around. A lot of the characters are kind of dumb or goofy, but they're all funny. Like, I can't think of her name. The Frankenstein's bride.
Maya Rudolph.
Yeah, Maya Rudolph. She's gonna punch everybody in the face. That's her line. She's mean and she's not sexually satisfied by what's his name? I can't think of his name.
The great Tim Meadows.
Tim Meadows.
Let me tell you, I love me some Tim Meadows. If he shows up in anything, I'm excited. And he's just funny. I mean, just there's something about Tim Meadows, just the way that he carries himself, his delivery. He's a national treasure. I need more Tim Meadows in my life.
And we loved him in Zorn. He was great in Zorn.
That's a
TV show no one remembers, no one cares about, but I still love Zorn. I think Zorn was great.
Zorn was awesome, and it's a travesty that it only got one season. And I don't know, maybe we need to start a petition because that's what you do these days, right? You start a petition, and let's get it back. But this started off with Ben Stiller reprising his role from Happy Gilmore. Yep. That was the first movie he was in 3 years. Like he hadn't acted for 3 years. Yeah.
He looks quite old, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's getting up there in age. He's lived long life. Man. Yeah. But this takes place in the, what are they calling it? The Sandler verse, because you got O'Doyle in there. You've got O'Doyle in there. You've got.
It's a several callback to many movies, or several callbacks to other movies.
Yeah. Everyone in the town hates him, except for what's her name, Violet Valentine, which
She's funny. That she has the funniest line in that movie, and dude, when he picks up that cat and she's like, "Give me back my cat, Hubie," and he tosses the cat for some damn reason from the street to the curb, and she's like, "Won't you thank the man?" And she's like, "Oh, Violet, you're fostering this mumbling zombie too," and she's like, "You want me to get out of the car and beat you with that ugly cat?"
because I will.
The eyes on the cat widen and the jaw drops. I laugh every freaking time, dude. It's so funny.
Oh
I'll
man, but
beat you with that cat.
you've got that, and you can go off on. When I heard her name was Violet Valentine,
Mm.
I immediately thought of Veronica Vaughn, Vicky Valancourt, and then after doing more research, Virginia Vanette and Valerie Varane. So every love interest in an Adam Sandler movie is got the double V's.
Yeah,
Every single one, which
it's
I thought
great.
was yeah. I mean,
I
it's a
like
thing.
that kind of stuff.
He's got bits,
Yeah,
is what he's got. But like, everyone in town hates him. They screw with him. You got the like I'm sitting. You're sitting there and you're watching the beginning, and he's riding this bike, and these kids are chunking eggs at him, and he pulls out his thermos and catches them and shakes it up and drinks it Rocky style. Then immediately turns around and vomits. I was like, what the hell am I watching?
I love that they can't hit him with anything. He's always every time he's on his bike, he's ducking or dodging something,
And
and it's
he's
fantastic.
spinning around, riding backwards, dodging everything, but he always runs into something. Like at some point in time, he's going to run into something. It's not going to be something that anybody throws at him, which included things like a TV, a wrench. I mean, you
An
name
axe
it, it
went at
was
him at
thrown.
once, a little hatchet.
An axe. I mean, there's so many things thrown at him. But then the curb jumps out of nowhere and gets him, or a mailbox gets him. So,
Well, he was looking at the kid; it distracted him.
yeah, but
Boy,
it was just it's a crazy. I got one of my biggest laughs was when you see his mom for the first time, and she's wearing the shirt that says "Boner Donor."
the mom and her friend go to the thrift store and pick up a bunch of naughty shirts. Essentially, they don't know what any of them are, but
Yeah,
her and her friend throughout the movie, that's like hilarious too, because they're sitting on the news. It says it's not going to lick itself, and it's
yeah.
all the shirts that they sport throughout this entire movie are hilarious.
They're all offensive and funny, but like they're like, "What boner donor? What's that mean?" I don't know. I think it's like a mistake, and I just donate mistakes. I keep making them, so he kept using that. Like, "Oh, sorry, my boner." Like they were like, "I don't think he knows what boner means." No, I don't think he does either. I think he thinks it's a mistake. I think.
Yeah, you. So Psycho gets on loose. You don't know what's going on, and they show you eye holes of them, the person sneaking up and walking around abducting people. Because he's a monitor. He's there for Halloween. He's to make sure everything's safe. And but yeah, people start going missing, and you think it's one person, obviously, because one person escaped from the loony bin, or Mr. Looney Tunes, according to Ben Stiller.
Right.
But I mean, all in all, by the end, I thought it was great. It was his, it's his mom that went around and wanted to make everything right. He's this special someone. You have a guest appear. You have a cameo from Shaq. He's on the radio
Shaq was hilarious.
as Aura, and dude, he is hilarious. Listen, Shaq is funny, and no matter what, however you get Shaq, he's hilarious, and he's
Right.
just as great in this one too. I'm glad he made an appearance, and but yeah, him and his wife or whatever. Her voice was so freaking great. He goes, "Ooh, some Dateline NBC shit."
He's like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear your real voice." My real voice. What? Oh, oh.
This is my real voice.
But yeah, I mean, it's dumb, but it's fun. Like, eh, have fun. Sit down and have fun. Like we were talking the other day with the Muppets review, right? It's something you can just sit back, watch, and have fun. This is the same thing, except for it's really dumb, but it's dumb in like a funny way, right? Like
It's a
you got your
comedy.
Yeah.
You're not sitting down thinking, oh man, this thing's gonna win an Academy Award or something like that. It's an Adam Sandler movie. It's meant to be funny. It's a lot of physical comedy as well. You got Ray Liotta in here. You have a lot of other big name folks that make an appearance throughout this thing, and it just for me, I think this hits right exactly where I want to be for my Halloween movies. Right,
Okay.
something super light, goofy. There's a couple, they suspense drops and whatever, and loud noises that might get you to jump, but it's all fun. It really is. It's a fun movie.
And he gets scared very easily, and they keep scaring him throughout it, or he's scared by his own stuff. Like every time he walks in the house, he gets scared by a skeleton, and he launches his helmet at it, and just what's wrong? Oh, nothing, mom. That scarecrow, that ghost get you again? Yeah, I did. It did. He busts the window in his room because of the inflatable that starts hitting his window, and now his
How the
thermos
hell
doesn't
that thing's
vacuum.
facing his window, sitting there banging on it? He doesn't even know what happened. I'm like, how the hell to get there then? You know what I mean? But it's funny. Like, I actually want to do that around the house. Go get inflatables on the outside. No one's going around my house to look at them. So I'll be the one that does it. And then it just starts slamming into the window. Maybe I'll scare the hell out of somebody around here. But it'll probably end up scaring me because I'm the chicken. I'm Hubie
Right.
Halloween.
And then like you get Rob Schneider in it, who has made a career out of being Adam Sandler's friend. All right. Like they tried to give him his own little movie career at a certain point in time where you had the Deuce Bigelow and Animal, and they were just nothing happened, right?
Deuce
So we
Bigelow was
just
funny.
Deuce, but it was, but you're not making your career off of that, right? So no, he's made a career out of just playing one little character in all of Adam Sandler's movies, and he shows up for like 5 to 10 minutes.
That's all I want to do. I just want to be 5 to 10 minutes, nothing more, nothing. Hell, I don't even have to say anything. You know what I mean? Like I just want to. Maybe I got a one-liner in there, but ultimately, yeah, I'm with the Rob Schneider bit. Just every
Yeah,
so often, just put
you
me in here or there.
him, but then you've also got Steve Buscemi has done that. Although Buscemi has made a career, but he just shows up, right? He always shows up in the Adam Sandler movies. Plus, he has his own little career. So,
Right, right. Boardwalk Empire. He was legend in that.
goddamn.
I can see you starting to freeze. Go ahead and sign us off, man. And that's going to do it for Part-Time Nerd with your host, Alan, and I'm Rapid Dave. That's our review of Hubie Halloween. Check it out on Netflix. And then also make sure you like, share, subscribe to this channel. You get every single time you'll get a frozen Alan at some point. It's absolutely marvelous. You don't know when it's going to happen. Is it 8-minute mark? Is it the 12-minute mark? No one knows. But make sure you hit that bell, get your notifications turned on. And until next time, keep reaching for